it's a new day and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so I'm sitting here at my OBGYN. Let me put the car in park. Goodness. I'm Megan Fox if you're new, and I just had a baby. This is my 4-week postpartum OBGYN checkup, I guess you could say. So we're gonna see how I'm doing. I stepped on the scales this morning and I still have half the baby weight to lose, which feels like a lot. I feel like it came off faster with the other ones, but I need to look back in my journal and see. I feel like so fluffy and not toned. I feel strong in like a different way. You know, after you push out a baby, you just feel you feel like Superwoman. I don't feel strong in any other way, like my abs and all that stuff. I really want to get back to working out. It just makes me feel good. It makes me feel better about myself too, but like I just want to like sweat and not like the night sweats. I want to sweat because I've been working out hard, you know what I mean? So we'll see if that is all good. That's not the priority though. I mean, I'm really excited. Like hopefully today she says I can start working out again and get toned up a little bit and like start losing some of it. But my biggest priority is for sure my milk supply. I don't struggle with it, but I remember from the past, I think when I started working out, it did tank a little bit until my body readjusted. So I want to be careful about that and maybe just like ease into it a little bit more. I've only been going on like walks and stuff like that. I don't take it super easy compared to how some people do, but I have been taking it easy for me. And so I'm just ready to sweat again and not the night sweats, like in bed, you know, all the hormones coming out of your body, not that kind of sweating. I want to sweat because I've been, you know, jogging or, you know, lifting weights or something. So yeah, hoping that she clears me for that. And of course, all the other stuff that you can't do after having a baby. I feel great. So yeah, I'm hoping that's what she says when I'm in here too, that, you know, everything looks good and life can proceed. Yeah, I'm excited to take you guys along with me on a couple days in my life. We have some fun Christmas stuff planned. I am pre-filming this a little bit, so if you're wondering why I'm putting my Christmas tree up in the middle of December, we didn't wait that long, don't worry. We just did the first Saturday that it worked for Josh to be home, and so you're gonna see that in this video. We're gonna do some decorating, some cooking. Thank you Green Chef for sponsoring a portion of this video later on. I love them, and we'll talk about them later. But after my appointment, I am going to go to a holiday market. It's like a bunch of small shops, kind of like in a big space, and I'm gonna see what I can find. I love like shopping small when I can. Let's go in, talk to the OB, and get our day going. I do want to ask her if I can go swimming because I want to take my kids swimming at the rec so that they don't lose all their skills from the summer. And I want to ask her about the cord and like how that all worked with it being knotted and everything. Like I've heard so many different things from you guys, and I'm just curious like how that happened and how often that does happen. I don't know, I always love rehashing the birth story, and I feel like if you're gonna ask any questions, you have to do it now, because after that, anything that's not on the charts, they're not gonna remember, they're not gonna know. Hey Miller Bear, you ready to go in? He's so sleepy. Oh, 4 weeks old tonight, I can't believe it. Goodness, the lighting's bad, but anyway, I just got out of the OBGYN, dropped off Miller after I fed him. My aunt wanted to watch him while I went to the Christmas market. She was already watching Fletcher and Evonnie, so they're all with her, and I'm gonna quickly head down there, maybe get some lunch yet too. But yeah, everything looked good. She's like, yeah, I can go back to normal life, except she said they say you should wait 6 weeks to exercise, so I still have 2 more weeks. I should ask her if walking counts as exercise. I think I'm gonna start walking a little more. Anyway, so yeah, I'm supposed to wait another 2 weeks for that. And she said wait a good 6 to 8 weeks to go swimming again. So like everything's closed up in there and all that. My abs are separated like maybe a finger and a half width in the middle. So like if you know anything about diastasis recti, I definitely am gonna start working on that and trying to improve that. Yeah, doing all those little baby half crunches, like chin to chest, she says will help with that. So yeah, I'm gonna look into a few more things. I know there's different programs you can purchase too and stuff, but I'm gonna try it on my own. I healed up my other 2 times, you know, so hopefully I will this time as well. And yeah, she was asking me about birth control and stuff. Sorry, TMI. But I'm gonna chat about that for just a second if you want to skip past that. But I did address the topic of birth control in Q&A in the past, but I was on hormonal birth control for 2 years before I decided to get off of it, and then we just used like the barrier method for 2 years until we decided we wanted to try to get pregnant. And so that's what we've been doing ever since. I'm not ever gonna go back on hormonal birth control. I was kind of ignorant at the time. I know too much now. I would never do that. She did give me a pamphlet for a copper IUD, which is non-hormonal, but I'm gonna have to look into it because I don't want to do anything that has anything to do with terminating pregnancies. Like if there's a 2-step thing, I'm like 2% interested in this, but I'm pretty sure we will not. Yeah, I probably will not be getting an IUD because yeah, I don't want to take any life into my hands, if that makes any sense. So there's no rules in Mennonite churches regarding that. You just kind of have to go with your conscience between you and God. You know, I don't think it's super common to be on hormonal birth control as a Mennonite. I myself just don't feel good about it conscience wise, but like even just like health of my body as well. So yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping to have maybe one more baby. We'll see. I don't know. Whatever the Lord wants, I guess. Josh would be fine with 2 or 3 more. No, I think he's fine with like 4. I don't know. We never discuss that after a baby because the answer is always we're done right after having a baby. So I don't know. We'll see again in like a year or 2. But yeah, I'm gonna head into this holiday market, see what I can find, and maybe show you a little haul at the end if I find some stuff. We'll see. I promise I will get out of the car in this video, but I just stopped in at New Holland Coffee Shop and picked up this amazing looking sandwich. It is the California sandwich. It has egg, spinach, tomato, avocado, and this amazing like spicy mayo on a croissant. Like, I'm so excited. I haven't really eaten much at all today yet, but at the market, I picked up a few things, not much. I picked up 2 books for the kids. They're both Usborne books for Christmas. I thought this one looked really good for Fletcher. It has a lot of like tracing, and I thought that would be good for like pen control, you know, to follow the path and everything. And it's dry erase, so he can, you know, do this on the way to Florida. We can erase it and, you know, reuse it again and again. And for Evonnie, I picked up this telling time book. I don't know how you guys taught your 4-year-olds how to tell time. I refer to the clock all the time and say, okay, when the hand is up at the top, you know, it's nap time or whatever. And so I'm thinking like she can learn time, especially with that big giant clock on our living room wall. Yeah, and she loves Poppy and Sam, so hopefully she likes this book. And then I got 2 of the same thing, one for me and one for the babysitter, my aunt. It was so delicious. They had samples, but there is a company called, they're local, Hidden Spring Apiaries, and they do the raw honey from like all the different towns. They have apiaries all over Lancaster County that they harvest from, and it was so interesting how the colors varied so much. This was a lighter color. It was just very interesting to see how the colors varied from different areas. It's so delicious. I'm not sure how I'm gonna use it yet because I'm not baking with expensive honey. This wasn't terrible. It was $9, which is not great. I mean, 8 ounces, but you get what you pay for. It tasted amazing. So check them out, Hidden Spring Apiaries. So yeah, maybe that will help with allergies in the spring too, but it's not gonna last till spring. I know that already, but I can always rebuy more. They are local, so that's great.
Christmas, we wish you a Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I think that works. It is actually the next day. I did not film anymore yesterday, and I'm getting ready to make supper now. Check out Miller snoozing here. He's wearing the cutest little PJ set. A friend gave it to me, and there's like snaps on the bottom, and I was like, there's no way I'm using that at nighttime. You know, dealing with snaps in the middle of the night. So he's just wearing it during the daytime. Luxury of being a baby. Anyway, like I said, Green Chef is sponsoring this portion of today's video, and I'm so excited. What I really want to make for supper is these barbecue pork cheeseburgers. I showed these before. They are our absolute favorite. But I think actually for supper tonight instead, I'm gonna try something new with you guys. We'll see how they are. I'm pretty hopeful because everything we've had from them is delicious. Yeah, they include such interesting flavors and stuff that I wouldn't normally cook with, which I love because it always turns out to be really delicious and it kind of expands our palate a little bit. So all that to say, I think I'm gonna try to make these Greek style beef pita pockets. They look delicious. My kids love pickles, so I'm hoping they like this cucumber salad. It looks really good. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna make for supper. I just pulled out the 2 bags. We always get the family meal, which is 2 bags per meal. But yeah, Green Chef is delicious, and I love, especially now, like after having a baby and stuff, grocery shopping and getting to the grocery store is a lot harder, as you can imagine. And so it's really nice when I have Green Chef meals available. I can just pull them out of the fridge. Like I can just send Josh to the gas station for milk, and that's my grocery shopping for the week, you know, sometimes. So it's really, really handy. Green Chef is a USDA certified organic company that makes eating well easy and affordable, with plans to fit every kind of lifestyle, including keto, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, fast and fit, and Mediterranean, for those who simply want a little bit more balance. And we don't eat anything super specific, like we like our meat and everything. So we love Green Chef, but even if you have a different style of eating, you will find something that you absolutely love. There are real chefs involved in the making of these meals, even though you do the chopping and the prepping yourself. Another thing that I really love is that everything is pre-portioned and a lot of things are done for you already. And they have their own like seasoning blends and stuff that you just can't get that flavor anywhere else. And I don't consider myself a seasoned chef, but I mean, I have been cooking for a while, but even if like wherever you are on the spectrum of experience with cooking, they're easy to follow steps and directions, and their pictures make it really easy to follow what you're supposed to be doing, how it's supposed to be looking. And my favorite part is always the plating at the end. It always looks like a fancy restaurant meal, and I love that. I don't always take the time to do that when I cook for my own family. So I don't know, it's just kind of fun and extra. Yeah, it's extra. And as always, they did give me a really good discount code for you guys. So go to greenchef.us and use the code meganfox10 to get 10 free meals plus free shipping on your first box. Again, you want to use the code meganfox10 at greenchef.us, and that's going to get you 10 free meals plus free shipping on your first box. And again, you don't have to memorize that or anything. I will put it all down in the description box for you, so that should make it easy. So you've already seen clips of me making 2 of the meals. I'm going to quickly get this Greek style beef pita pockets going, and we will be eating supper in under 30 minutes. It says 25 minutes. Let's go. Of course, that's not taking into account a cute baby to distract you. You know what I mean? Whenever I'm cooking a special meal, or especially like a Green Chef meal, I love to make it kind of an event. The kids usually are preoccupied in the toy room, and I just pour myself a glass of kombucha, and I will play a favorite podcast or YouTube video. Today it was Farmhouse on Boone. Lisa, she has a podcast called Simple Farmhouse Life, so I was listening to her talk about motherhood, I think it was, and just getting all the food prepped and ready to go. Sometimes when I'm in a rush, I don't really enjoy cooking, but when I actually put it on my to-do list and treat it like an event, it is just so therapeutic and relaxing, and it's almost like an art. I really, really enjoy it.
You're doing a fish dip, but you can't. Come on, let's go. Let's smile. Yeah. No,
never
not
mind.
quite. Whoa.
Oh, he needs to
my.
burp. They love this cucumber salad. They're over here picking at it. Are you guys eating the tomatoes too? No? Just the cucumbers? They love cucumbers. That was supposed to be for supper.
I did not wish the stuff on them, Adam.
Yeah, they are really good. Are they as sour as my pickles though? No. Well, that's because they're not really pickles. It's like cucumber salad. You can save all the tomatoes for me, that's okay. Supper was so good. Very, very good. It's something that I never cook, so that was extra fun too. The kids are finishing up with a cupcake. Evonnie, how's a cupcake?
Good.
Anyway, I think what we're gonna do is clean up the kitchen. It is a royal mess. And then our neighbors have like these blow up Christmas like decorations in their yard. And every time we drive past them, they're like deflated because it's daytime. So Evonnie and me, and maybe Fletcher, since it's nice and warm out, like
No, baby
49
Miller.
degrees. Baby Miller too?
You said baby Fletcher.
Baby Fletcher.
That's wrong.
Big big Fletcher, right? Anyway, we might go up and see the lights just for a little bit. See them in the darkness, right?
Super.
Anyway, Josh, why don't you just clean up the kitchen so we can go?
I'm busy.
Oh yeah, I did have somebody ask, like, why Josh never helps with housework. He does. It's just my channel.
Oh,
It is a traditional Mennonite thing for the woman to do a lot of the housework. Like, that's my domain, kind of, but it's not like a rule or anything. It's just that he works away from home. I'm at home most of the time, so naturally, most of the stuff, it makes more sense for me to do, but he definitely helps. A lot with the dishwasher, laundry, kids, trash, I mean, whatever. It's just kind of, you tag team. It's not like we have like set schedules or rules or anything. Just like you guys, probably, not any different. Miller, are you gonna stay home with Daddy while we go on our little walk?
He wanted to come.
You want him to come along?
He can go on your little wrap.
I know, but I want him to stay awake, and whenever I put him in the wrap, he falls asleep. Let's go on a walk. Are your lanterns leading the way? So I do get questions from time to time on like what we do for Christmas, what Mennonites do. Do we celebrate Christmas? What do we do? That kind of thing. What about Santa Claus? So I'm gonna address that here in case this is gonna burst any of your Christmas traditions. I thought I'd give you a little warning. That's what we're gonna talk about right now. Yes, we celebrate Christmas, obviously. If you've been around my channel for a while, you've seen kind of how we do it. But if you are new, we try not to let it get out of hand, spending too much money. We don't do a lot for Christmas gifts. Our kids are also little, so it doesn't take a lot to make them happy. You know, easily under $100 for each of them. Their birthdays, it all depends. Like, we don't have a rule or anything, but like, their birthdays are often a little bit bigger. Like Evonnie got a bike for her birthday. We did a train table brand new one time for Fletcher. It can really vary. So gifts we keep pretty minimal. We do not do Santa Claus. Not that I know some Mennonite kids grow up thinking that Santa Claus is bad and it's, oh my goodness, it's terrible. And maybe that's more of like an old school way of thinking. I would not tell my children that Santa Claus is bad. It's just like a story. It's a fairy tale type of thing, you know, they know that. I don't have any Santa Claus books in the house, but they see him along the road and I'll just be like, oh, you know, they get all excited. There's Santa Claus. I'll be like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, it's just not really a focus at all. They know that that's like a story and that St. Nicholas was a real person, but that's not what Christmas is about at all. Christmas is about baby Jesus. They know that. They've known that since they could talk, or maybe even before that. So it's just not an emphasis really at all. We don't even do stockings. I'm not saying I would never do stockings in the future. Like, I love the idea of like small little gifts and everything. But that's not a tradition I grew up with or Josh, and it's just not something we've added. I feel like there's so many Christmas traditions that you can add in, and like if you do them all, you're gonna be just like, there'll be no peace on earth and goodwill towards men coming from you. Yeah, it's just too many options out there, I think. So that's not a tradition that we do. I did not grow up with a Christmas tree in our home, and Josh did not either, but we have one. I like the real ones because I feel like I don't know, I love bringing greenery in. I was never really taught why we shouldn't put Christmas trees in our home, but the church I grew up at did not do those. They just didn't, it wasn't a thing. I think the reasoning would have been, it's just like a worldly Christmas tradition and it's not really something that Christmas is really about. But then people would bring in like evergreens and like fresh garlands and stuff like that. So I don't know what the difference is. But yeah, I think the emphasis, you know, whether you're a conservative Mennonite or, you know, maybe more liberal, is to have, you know, a peaceful and a more simple Christmas, not super consumeristic, and to remember what Christmas is really about, and to use this time to spread good cheer and to do extra giving and things like that and be extra generous, and just appreciate the family that we have in our lives. And yeah, I don't know, Christmas is really what you want to make it. It can be a really glitzy, loud, crazy, chaotic, clamoring holiday if you're not careful, or it can be a very positive, cozy, reflective time, like just centered around family and traditions and just like a way to make the cold weather better, if you ask me. So yeah, that's kind of our approach on it. I know any Mennonites that are watching this, they probably all fall on a different spectrum, but that's how we as our personal family does it. I don't want to speak for anybody else. And I do have to say, I really appreciate the Mennonite culture of not going overboard too much. Like, It's not like we brag about our big giant gifts we gave our kids or anything like that. Like, it's not expected. Like, I feel like that pressure from like our kids' friends and stuff can like snowball and get bigger and bigger. And maybe I'll start to feel that a little more as my kids get older and they start talking to their friends about what they got and stuff. But my general feeling growing up and even now is, yeah, the Mennonite community does not put a huge emphasis on a crazy lavish Christmas. It's more of like a simple family-oriented holiday, lots of good food. Anyway, just my thoughts on the whole topic. I know some of you were asking, and yeah, let me know if you have any more questions. And yeah, maybe I will address a few more of them in an upcoming Q&A. We'll see. Josh just said he spent what, like 90 bucks on why'd you spend the money?
For family experience.
Yeah. He's like, he's happy leaving the tree here so you don't have to set it up. He just wants to go cut it down. So we did our annual thing, we got our tree, and now we're gonna decorate it this evening. I think it's gonna be really simple actually, just some lights and some like oranges and maybe some wooden beads, kind of exactly like we did last year. Just very simple. I think it's like 7-foot tree maybe. And then I just put it in this crate here, and then a Tupperware bowl is in there that we just fill that with water. But anyway, I think we're gonna turn this into a little family activity. Josh is probably gonna take the baby and get some bookwork done, and me and Fletcher and Evonnie gonna see what we can do with this tree. So this is the star we're gonna use again. If you wanna see how I made it, I did show last year, but it's like very mid-century, like 1950s kind of, and it was all just
ball in it?
Yeah, it's just a styrofoam ball and then little skewers that I spray painted gold. So yeah, it survived a year, so we'll use it again. Okay, so here we have it. We have a very simple entryway. It's kind of the same stuff as last year. These prints I got off of Etsy. I can try to link them, and I got them printed at Walmart and just had them mailed to me. And yeah, everything's just pretty much the same as last year, except I love the doorway. Look at that, all the greens and natural wood and everything. I just love it so much. And then look at the oranges. I think they turned out so good. And this ribbon is like a linen-y taupe color from Walmart, of all places. I bought 3 like spools of it, and I wish I had bought more because I could have used it. You'll see it throughout the living room too. And just a little wreath that a friend gave me on our coat rack. And I turned the lights off because everything's just so much more magical and just cozy, I don't know, at nighttime, especially with Christmas decor. So here on the piano, everything is just like very neutral. I kind of just stuck leftover decor over here for the most part. We have a fox sparrow candle. These trees are from Calico Creek as well. And this is last year's Christmas picture in front of the Christmas tree. I love doing that. I get them printed on Pearaboo Press. The candlesticks are from Hobby Lobby, just another collection of trees. And over here's the star of the show. So beautiful. I did add some more ribbon then as I found some more spools of this at Walmart. So I just kind of like trailed that throughout as well. Yeah, it's very simplistic, but I really like all the natural like wooden beads and everything. It looks really nice, especially with like the orange chair. Here, let's fix this pillow. And then I did start wrapping some Christmas presents, so we started adding them under the tree. And we did use a different crate then, just because it worked better. And of course you have the little Moses basket. Isn't it so sweet? I did want to tell you guys a little bit about this company. They reached out to me, asked if they could send it. And after I looked on their website, I knew that I had to share it with you guys because they have so many beautiful baskets. They are made from a fair trade collective in Ghana, Africa. And then the stands themselves, I got this natural wooden one that does have like little brakes so that you can stop it from rocking if you wanted to. And they are made by a Mennonite family in Georgia. The stand is non-toxic and solid wood, and it's made entirely, like I said, in Georgia in the US by expert craftsmen. And the stand can hold up to 165 pounds, so it's definitely really sturdy. And you can upgrade and get casters on the bottom and a storage shelf if you want. They're actually both made to order. Once you order them, then you can customize them. You can get like different wraps on the handles here. I chose just the natural color, but they can do black. They can have like a red color, I think. And even the baskets themselves, there's so many different options. I got like the orange color just to tie in with like, yeah, the aesthetic in our home. But yeah, there's lots of neutral colors as well, like black and taupe and that kind of thing. And this is a really big product, but the shipping is free in the lower 48 states, and they will also pay the sales tax. Yeah, it's just really cute. So if you would like to check it out, definitely don't forget that I have a code for you. I will put it down below, but it is Megan10, and that's gonna get you 10% off. It's valid in their entire store. So yeah, it's just really pretty. Yeah, it's a great photo op, but Miller loves to lay in it too, especially by the tree, and just like look at all the lights. So yeah, it's just such a peaceful little vignette right there, don't you think? Over here at the coffee table, we have the manger scene. It's like the kid's favorite toy. And my mom got that for me at christianbooks.com, I think, like many, many years ago. Here's our Christmas card collection so far. You guys can add to it if you want. I always have my P.O. box down below, so feel free to send me a card if you have an extra one flying around. Okay, I just turned the lights on for a sec so you can see the IKEA pillow here is like a green velvet color. And I can also link the pillows that I got, the pillow covers that I got here too. It's from my friend who lives in Canada. She makes really, really nice pillows, really good quality. That's another one from her. And I think this pillow cover is from H&M. Guys, we have 2 trees in our living room. Check this one out. Isn't it so cute? The kids decorated this one too. I was like, sure, why not? That one is from Calico Creek. And then up here, I did not light the candles. I just couldn't quite bring myself to do it. But it's just kind of the same vibe as the Christmas tree, same stuff. We have our family pictures. I still need to put Miller's, get Miller to be included in the family pictures too. I didn't get them printed yet though. And then over here, I didn't change a lot. Up there you can see it says Noel and there's a Christmas tree. I wish there was like lights overhead to like shine down on it, but other than that, there's not a whole lot of Christmas stuff. Here are some oranges that I just have on a special tray that my grandma gave me. They're from last year. They're the ones I burned. So I just put them on there, and it kind of adds some texture to the space. And here it is with the lights off. I did want to say that all the wooden beads you're seeing, or most of them anyway, I ordered the wooden beads online and then I strung them myself. You can get all different shapes, sizes, and quantities on Amazon, and so I do that every year. I just string a few more. But yeah, I think you're getting the feel for my style. The only thing that definitely could improve this space is to light the fire. We have never lit it, and we've been here 2 years, but Josh tells me we're going to this year, despite all the extra work, so I am very excited. And this collage wall, I have these little stands that Josh made, and I just have them command stripped to the wall, and then I have pictures. I pulled out all the winter ones. And so, yeah, I just added them to the space, updated it. I do that every season. Here we are at the Christmas tree farm last winter. Oh my, how things have changed. And then over here into the kitchen, I will turn the light on so you can see better. But it's the same as last year. Yeah, echo, echo. I have the wreaths on the chairs. You have a very simple centerpiece. And then the light fixture. If you'd like more of a tutorial on how I did this, I did it all the same way in last year's video too. I just didn't bother filming it this year since it's pretty much the exact same setup again. And the coolest thing is these ornaments here are made out of paper. So awesome, very kid friendly. Here's another one. Wow, I love these. Very lightweight too. I have nothing on the wall back here right now and I kind of like it that way. Here. That is supposed to be there. But yeah, I just love the view from the kitchen into the living room with the tree and all. So pretty. I just love Christmas. It's so pretty. But anyway, something that's so fun about Christmas traditions is that you get to look forward to them all year, and then it makes it that much more fun when you actually do them. Anyway, I think I will just close out the video here. It is getting late, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was so fun taking you guys along on all the different, like, I don't know, festivities. I feel like vlogging is fun, but Christmas time is just something extra special about it. So anyway, wherever you are, I hope you feel blessed. I hope you feel community around you, and I hope that you remember to keep Christmas simple but beautiful at the same time, however that balance is for you. So thank you guys so much for watching. Check out Green Chef down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye everyone.